A very good morning, Zimbabwe. Mamuka say, Mamuka say, Mamuka say. So I'm back so that we can talk about important matters. And let us take a look on Zimbabwe uh, without ZANU PF. How will a Zimbabwe without ZANU PF actually look like? And what are the possibilities of us saving a Zimbabwe without ZANU PF? So this is a very important issue shared by the Hope here. And he's actually showing us an intersection in a developed country where resources are being used, they're supposed to be used. And he's saying this is Gravely Hill Interchange Spaghetti Junction in England. It costs 180 million to build. The 15 billion that was looted from Chiadzwa Diamond alone would have built 83 interchanges like this in Zimbabwe if we needed them. On the right are bridges in Zimbabwe, and these are the bridges here in Zimbabwe. If you go to the most remote areas in Zimbabwe, these are the bridges. Go to the bridge which connects Chilonga and Chiredzi. I once traveled through that bridge in the rainy season. Um, I had to return to Chiredzi, and I had to use the longest route. It's because of looting. It's because of a massive squandering of the resources of Zimbabwe, massive looting which is happening in the nation of Zimbabwe. So, a Zimbabwean without ZANU-PF would look like this. Why? It's because the leadership would prioritize service delivery. Service delivery. The leadership would prioritize the use of resources to development of the nation, to the benefit of the people of Zimbabwe, not the benefit of a few individuals. So we are funding the lifestyle of a few individuals, the lifestyle of looters, the lifestyle of people who do not even care about us, and nobody cares about that. Nobody cares to look into that story or into that issue with a different eye. And this is the reason why we are always saying, let us register to vote so that we bring that Zimbabwe we all want. A Zimbabwe where you can just walk into the hospital and you get treated. A Zimbabwe where you can just walk into a bank, you get a loan, you get everything you want. Right now, if you walk into a Zimbabwean bank, you can't get a loan. What kind of Zimbabwe is that? A Zimbabwe where somebody cannot get a loan, a loan to do business, you can't. And ZANU-PF always complain about kushaya mabasa, about everything, and about Malok tax is being paid. The question is, what are you doing in government? What is your role? What is the responsibility of a government? And when you're in government, when you're in power, and you're failing to do what you're supposed to do, it shows incompetency. It is a sign of incompetency. And we need to actually make sure that as citizens, as people, we don't miss this opportunity in 2023 to change the status quo and bring Advocate Nelson Chamisa as the next president of the Republic of Zimbabwe. It's important. Why? It's because we get to know the kind of Zimbabwe we want. We get to know the kind of Zimbabwe we have never experienced. There are a lot of people who see vakapinda in Harare, they think Zimbabwe is more advanced. Why? They have never traveled to other countries. But if you have been to other countries, you will realize that we are very, very, very far, and we are very, very, very behind of other economies in other countries. Let us be responsible of our future. Let us register to vote and make sure that we vote in 2023.